OIAA brings the message of Alcoholics Anonymous to anyone, anywhere, at any time.
The online intergroup of Alcoholics Anonymous, OIAA, was born out of the bulletin board system developed in 1986 and the first online group of Alcoholics Anonymous, the Lamplighters, which was formed in 1990.
The Living Cyber Committee was formed in March 1994 to coordinate the hosting of a hospitality suite at the 1995 International Convention in San Diego, where members of online groups met each other in person, often for the first time. The CyberSuite has been a part of the International Convention ever since.
OIAA was established in February 1996 and began serving online groups by providing a meeting directory and a place for online meetings to post information about themselves.
In 2022, OIAA was registered as a nonprofit organization in the state of New Jersey, USA.
The service structure of OIAA is similar to the traditional AA upside-down triangle. The OIAA Board of Directors relies, in part, on the guidance of member groups when making decisions.
Information is communicated from the group via the Intergroup Representative, IGR, to the board. Information is also conveyed from the board to the group. This connected communication ensures each group can reach an informed decision or group conscience on OIAA matters at hand.
Voting members elect OIAA trustees who each serve a 2-year term. They have a fiduciary responsibility to OIAA members and uphold the principles by which OIAA functions.
OIAA believes that
AA principles work across international boundaries and language differences per Tradition 1.
The Internet can be used to carry the message to the alcoholic who still suffers per Tradition 5.
An international intergroup can effectively respond to the needs of online international AA groups per Tradition 9.
OIAA is a centralized source of information on the Internet for international online AA groups per Tradition 11.
OIAA enables online groups to become part of OIAA and to be included in the directory.
OIAA provides support and suggestions for setting up safe online meetings.
Invites voting and non-voting OIAA members to serve on committees and attend quarterly assemblies where voting members, including IGRs, elect OIAA trustees and approve the annual OIAA budget, among other activities.
Provides a list of online meetings, making AA more easily accessible to OIAA members and to other people who need it.
Holds workshops and IGR forums on topics selected by voting and non-voting members.
OIAA's meeting directory provides immediate access to meetings around the globe for those who prefer online meetings and for those who need them. This includes
AAs in early sobriety,
those suffering with depression,
those experiencing insomnia,
those who travel for work,
commuters and those who do shift work,
those who have non-traditional work schedules,
those with mobility issues,
those who do not live near public transportation,
those who cannot drive at night or in bad weather,
those under house arrest or are homebound because of
an arrest for drinking and driving,
illness,
aging,
recovering from surgery,
caregivers,
those who are homeless,
and those who are blind or deaf.
OIAA offers many service opportunities to both voting and non-voting members. The CPC Committee establishes better communication with professionals working with alcoholics by finding simple, effective ways of cooperating with them. Public information in Alcoholics Anonymous means carrying the message of recovery to the still suffering alcoholic by informing the general public about the AA program. The Finance Committee processes seventh tradition contributions, sets the annual OIAA budget, and enables planning for future events. The Policy and Admissions Committee processes new groups for listing in the OIAA meeting directory and keeps the list up to date. Steppers respond to requests for help by sharing their experience, strength, and hope and connecting the requester to resources near them. The Convention Committee plans the Intergroup's presence at the AA International Convention. The Unity Committee fosters relationships with online groups across the world. The Technology Committee provides, supports, maintains, secures, and enhances the essential information technology needs of OIAA.
The Communications Committee supports member participation through the creation of educational videos and other materials and maintains consistency in written communications across OIAA.
OIAA brings the message of AA to anyone, anywhere, at any time. Join us.
Welcome to the new online intergroup of Alcoholics Anonymous website. I'm going to take a few minutes to give you a quick tour of how to navigate our website and how to find the important information that we want to share with you and collect from you. So here we are on the homepage of aa-intergroup.org. And at the top of the page, you'll find a banner in blue where we'll always post current or new events or information that we want to bring your attention to. There'll be a link up top that you can click. And in this case, it'll take you to the assembly page for our next assembly. At the top of the page, you can also find a language selector. So throughout the entire website, you can translate any page or document or report that you see simply by choosing a language of your choice, and that page will translate for you. So on our home page, you will see our logo, this symbol or emblem of OIAA. You can click that at any time to return yourself to the home page. We're going to talk extensively about the menu of options. On the home page, you'll see our two most critical service features of the site. One, the online meeting directory that hosts over 7,000 meetings a week for people to join, and our Get Help Now button, which links alcoholics who are suffering and need help directly to our 24-hour hotline. Steppers will respond to those people immediately and respond in droves. You'll also see on our homepage the news and updates that'll be refreshed frequently, providing you with current information, links to important things on the site that we want you to see or respond to. And also you will see periodically throughout the website on various pages, member stories. This is a new feature of our website that we encourage you to explore. I'll talk a little bit more about it in a minute, but these will rotate throughout the page and they will turn into new stories. You can view all member stories and you can submit a story. At the bottom of the page, you will find a footer section with plenty of common links that you might often be looking for quickly. For example, finding the next meeting, joining OIAA, submitting or updating your directory listings. So this is our footer section with a lot of important links that you can find information from too. We have a search feature throughout the website, which will return a lot of information if you put in keywords. And we also give you ability to contact us. We're going to take you back up to the top of the page in the menu where we'll walk through all those items. So working left to right, the Get Help Now menu features another direct link to that Get Help Now button for a drinking problem. We can also take any other questions. If you have a general inquiry or question, simply ask a question and it'll take you to a form where you can select different information and submit your questions to us. An important section of our directory listings are the online meetings. Under this menu option, you'll find the meeting directory itself. Again, you can get there direct from the home page or on this menu item. You can submit new meetings to be added to the directory. This is where you'll come to enter the form to submit a new meeting that you would like listed. You can request updates to your existing listings right here under online meetings at updates. You can read through the guidelines for listing your meetings. And lastly, a new feature, you can request online help for your meetings themselves. If you are a listed group with a OIAA or a group considering coming online, contact our tech steppers by clicking on the online meeting help button. And this is for groups that are looking for some technical support, guidance, or assistance on getting their meetings up and running safely and securely. So returning to the home page, next on the menu item is groups. This is another new menu item and very important to all our member groups who join OIAA, that join with an IGR and or an alt IGR. Here you can access the International Forum. This is a new item on the website, encouraging you to communicate and talk to each other. You simply register for the forum and you can post topics, comments, and have conversations with other members of OIAA and Alcoholics Anonymous. Returning to the home page in groups, I'll see here also a very important page for all our IGRs, the IGR hot list page. This is where we will provide the most current and relevant information for IGRs to take back and share with their groups. We will also post updates here for the IGRs on how to become a more effective IGR or other information that might be useful to you as an IGR. Continuing through the groups menu, a new feature of the website is the ability for groups to post their reports. We encourage all our member groups to post a monthly report just on the general activities of your group or any other information you want to share. Here you'll see we welcome all our new groups. This will be refreshed monthly. And down here is where you can add and view group reports. Lastly, on two items left on the groups menu, the member stories. I mentioned this earlier, but if we look at member stories, you'll see a listing of all the stories we've received so far of OIAA members sharing their own personal experience, strength, and hope. We encourage you to read through these stories. It's quite a great experience. And also, we invite everyone to submit their own story. Simply click Submit Story under the Member Story section, and you'll have a form in which you can submit your story. And the last item under Groups is if you want to pay forward your 7th tradition contributions, this is where you can do so. And we thank you for all your continued support here at OIAA. So returning again to the home page by clicking the symbol, I'll look at the next menu item, which is called OIAA in Action. And here's where you'll find a lot of information from our board, from our chair, and all upcoming workshops, IGR forums, and assemblies, as well as current service opportunities within OIAA. The bylaws will be found on the board page. The monthly chair report will be posted here. And again, particularly of importance is what we do with our IGR forums and assembly pages. As I mentioned earlier, at the top of the banner, you'll see a link to that assembly page for the next coming assembly, which happens to be 29th. Might be past that now as you're watching it. But here we will place the agenda and all the information related to that upcoming assembly, all the reports, everything that's taken place. We'll try to get this information to you as timely and as far in advance as possible. So that's our OIAA in Action section. Next is the service committees. We are very busy in service here at OIAA, and every service committee has its own page. Here you can find information about the committee, who to contact, what their mission and charter are, and what service opportunities might be available. Additionally, all committees are encouraged to post committee updates here, minutes, agendas, committee reports. You can see the technology chair is a little behind. So we encourage you to look at all the committee pages and get to know our committees and step into service. The next item on our menu is Join OIAA. Here you can quickly get information about OIAA, how we operate, why we exist, why you should join OIAA, and then simply click the Join OIAA link, fill out the registration, and you'll be contacted very shortly after that. Wrapping up our menu item is Calendar and Contact Us. Under the Calendar, you'll see two options. The first OIAA calendar will take you to a schedule of all OIAA-related events. Particularly, you'll find committee meetings with information of how to join those meetings. Most of our committee meetings are open meetings, and we encourage you to come in, visit, listen, participate, and join. Additionally, we have group events. We encourage you all to submit your events under this page of group events. We publish all online and hybrid events. We do not post person-only events. Right now, we don't have any events to show you, but please come here, submit an event, and this will be full of AA-related activities online for us to join. Lastly, we have enhanced our Contact Us section of the website. If you want to reach us, we have common things you might be looking for. You might still be just looking for help with your drinking problem. If not, you'll have the ability to contact any committee you might like to, of course, always leaving a general inquiry. So thank you for taking some time to walk through this with me. I hope you will use the website. I hope you will enjoy the website. I hope you will be helped by the website. Thank you for your time.
Are you interested in being on the front lines of helping the still suffering alcoholic? This video will introduce the online intergroup of AA's 12-step committee. Steppers respond to email requests for help by sharing their experience, strength, and hope, and connecting the requester to resources near them.
The OIAA 12-Step Committee, comprised of sober AA members worldwide, respond directly via email to people from all over the world seeking help for a drinking problem. Inquiries are answered as promptly as possible and often receive multiple replies from steppers.
Steppers live all over the world and speak many different languages.
In 2022, the steppers responded to 4,526 urgent requests from hopeless alcoholics around the world, including Mexico, Finland, Hong Kong, Mozambique, South Africa, and Uruguay.
When someone in need of help visits the OIAA website, they will find the Get Help Now message on the front page. When they click on the message, a form will appear asking for their first name, last initial, email address, and their country of residence. These completed forms are then distributed to all steppers who aim to have 3 responses for every form sent in a timely manner.
When a stepper sends a response to those in need of help, they also send a copy of that response email to other members of the committee. They do this to ensure that no form goes unanswered.
Steppers chooses which and how many requests to answer. The work can be easily integrated into steppers' lives.
There are only 2 requirements: 1 year of sobriety and successful completion of a short orientation program.
After in-person meetings closed, my stepper's life took off. If I even had a smidgen of self-pity, I knew it was time to answer urgent messages on OIAA. Instant freedom from the bondage of self keeps me sane and sober. It is great medicine and much needed service.
If I ever have a moment of self-pity or fear of any kind, I check to see if a suffering alcoholic is writing. There's usually someone in the world writing, or many. Snap! My perspective changes with the opportunity to be grateful that I am not where I used to be.
The opportunity to be of service and share my experience, strength, and hope online has also given me the opportunity to stay in touch, expand my network, and meet new folks looking for a way up and out.
Because of your resources, I have been able to reach 8 days sober for the first time in nearly 20 years.
I also have numbers from the men in my group. I appreciate your response. It feels great to be able to receive the help I need.
I can see where it's going. I understand the burden this is putting on me and my loved ones. I'm terrified of it, to be honest. I want to do better.
94% of alcoholics die without ever reaching any resource offering the opportunity for recovery. Serving on the OIAA 12-Step Committee can save the lives of those who do the work and the lives of those who may never have any other opportunity to know there's any help. Service is gratitude in action.
The 12-Step Committee began between December 1999 and January 2000 and has been a working committee ever since. Join us.
This is just a quick tutorial on how to use the online meeting directory. If we click on meeting directory from the main page, it brings us to meetings that are starting soon or have already started in your time zone. This is loaded automatically. If you need to change your time zone, you can scroll down over to the left or right here and pick your time zone, your country. Right here is the direct link to the Zoom meeting. You have an email address. If you need to contact somebody, you can put this into your calendar. If I click on that, it comes up. Put it in my calendar. If it repeats, you can decide. Get rid of that. And you can pick the day of the week, the format, Zoom being the most common, the meeting type, the language. So if I wanted an As Bill Sees It meeting, the next one is Tuesday, 6 a.m. Now there's no password for this one. See if I can find one with a password. Okay, so if I click on this, just copy and paste the password into the Zoom meeting and you'll be in. A little blurb about the meeting, there's a description, and if you can be a phone in also, and how to raise your hand with the phone. And also down the bottom, the type of meetings that it is. So it's on Zoom, it's on Sunday, you can connect by phone, it's an open meeting in English, it's a discussion meeting talking about As Bill Sees It. And here it's 7 days a week. So that's it. If you have any issues, there are a couple of tips that you can click on right here, or you can contact someone here.
Hi. If you wanted to add your member story to let us know how online recovery has impacted you, then we have the space for you to do that. Throughout the site, you will notice member stories pop up on certain pages. When it's an individual story like this, every time you refresh the page, the story changes. So just to make sure that we're getting a good range of stories here. So this will be on pages that are appropriate. It's not on every page, but it's on a lot of the pages. And if you want to add your story, you can add a story here. You can always click submit your story on there, and that's going to take you through to the form. Another place that you can do it, you can see all member stories on here. This is an archive of all of the member stories that we've collected, and from here you can also click on your story here. So in order to do that, it's quite simple. Click the button, give your story a title. Online meetings saved my life. Paste your story in there. And then in here, first name and last initial is required. Optional. If you're part of a home group, then you can let us know what your home group is as well, and that will appear on the tagline. Click the little button just to give us permission to do that. And once again, it's not going to appear straight away because it's got to be moderated, but then you will be able to check that. You can also see them from the footer. We've got member stories here. Click on the member stories and you will see it will appear up here. And then on various pages, as they refresh, it will come up on there. So that's how to add a member story on the website.
This short video is for anyone who is thinking about becoming an intergroup representative or IGR for the online intergroup of Alcoholics Anonymous or OIAA.
An OIAA IGR attends IGR forums and OIAA assemblies online in order to carry information to the OIAA board and back to their home groups.
When a group meeting is registered on the OIAA website, they are encouraged to elect an IGR who will attend assemblies as a voting member.
The IGR connects the group to OIAA. They are instrumental in communicating OIAA service opportunities and resources to group members.
OIAA member groups are also encouraged to elect an alternate IGR who can serve as the voting member when the IGR cannot attend assemblies.
IGRs agree to attend quarterly assemblies and to be counted as part of the quorum that OIAA requires to conduct business. This allows them to vote the group's conscience and elect OIAA board trustees.
Each quarterly IGR forum is a time for information sharing between IGRs and between IGRs and OIAA service committees. IGRs can submit foreign topics for upcoming IGR forums.
IGRs can attend workshops sponsored by OIAA service committees offering topic-specific presentations such as online safety, technology advances, or the diversity of online AA in the international community.
All OIAA service committees have the same primary purpose: to share the message of recovery with anyone, anywhere, at any time.
IGRs have access to a wealth of resources that help them perform IGR duties. The IGR hot list is a page on the OIAA website where IGRs can find links to upcoming events and service opportunities. There is also a place to submit your group's report and share stories of IGRs getting into action.
The service committees and Contact Us drop-down menus on the OIAA website are signposts to get your questions about OIAA answered.
IGRs are the lifeblood of OIAA. They are the link between the online home group and the online intergroup.
Reach out to others who share the OIAA vision and are being of service.
Attend the next IGR workshop, forum, or assembly. Become a part of OIAA and join us.
If you wanted to submit a group report on behalf of your group to let us know what you're up to, then there are several ways that you can do that. From the home page, I'm going to come to the groups option menu, and on here we've got group reports. If I select group reports, the first thing that I'm going to see is welcome to our new groups. This is for the groups that have joined over the last 30 days. So you will see a little list there. And then underneath here, we've got add report. So the reports are going to appear here. So what we're going to do is click add report. When we click the report, we're going to pick a date. So now the day will not show, it will just show for the month. So if we're putting in a report in for the month of June, so we can put June, we can put our group name, name as the IGR, last initial, position, I'll be the alt IGR, and then we can paste in our report here. So you would tell us in here for things like what type of group. You know, we get 100 plus people. We meet daily. The topic meeting. Steps 10 and 11. Topic meeting. Steps 10 and 11. Yeah. Whatever it wants to be. Now in here, you can make it as pretty as you want to. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click Add Report. So you just click Add Report. Now, you're not going to be able to see anything instantly because it's an open form. So because it's open to the public, they do have to be moderated. But if you give it a couple of days, you'll see the report will pop on here. It'll come on the bottom of the list here. And that's how to let us know what's going on at your group. The other place that you can do this from as an IGR, you can also do this from the IGR hotlist page. So on IGR hotlist, add group report, you'll come through to exactly the same report. So you can do that from there as well. Okay, and that's how you add a group report.